Popular Mechanics, and it hasn't changed. As an adult, it's still one of my favorites, and they bring to us some really innovative products. How many things around your home operate on battery? Your smoke detectors do. The remote controls for everything, literally everything. And what do you do when those batteries fail you? Well, you wind up buying new batteries. Why? Because the batteries we buy are usually disposable. Well, here's something that most people don't realize. Disposable batteries can be recharged if you have the right type of equipment, and that's what we're going to talk about. This is the Popular Mechanics Disposable Battery Recharger. That $62.98 price tag will pay you back very quickly because we all know how expensive batteries are, especially the 9-volt batteries these days. Those are the square ones. So this will work on AAA, AA, C-cell batteries, the big D cell, which I don't have any out here to show you, but those are the ones we call flashlight batteries. At least we did in the olden days, which was 1985. That was actually defined as the olden day. Okay, there's the 9-volt, but it also works on 6-volt batteries also. And it's so simple to operate and work. It even has its own built-in battery charge or a battery tester so that you can tell if a battery is indeed good or bad by the lights that are on the front. So I'll move that over just a little bit. Okay, so I'm plugging in a 9-volt and it's telling me that that's low, very low. All right, I want to introduce my buddy. She's been with us for a lot of innovative products. Kylie Watts is broadcasting live from her home via Skype. Welcome back, Kylie. How are you? Good morning.
Thanks, Dan. Great to be here. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Where I grew up in the Midwest, and I know people in the South have this phrase too, there's a certain drawer in the kitchen that we just call the junk drawer. And anything that you don't know where to put, that's where it winds up. So that's where the spare batteries are. And here's the rule in life. If you run out of a AA battery for the remote control for your TV, you will have 100 C-cell batteries sitting there waiting, but not the size you need.
Isn't that the truth? Well, and that's the thing, Dan. This has been such a popular item because we all have batteries. We all need batteries. And we all do that same thing as you spoke of. When the batteries go down, you know, the remote control's not working and we're banging it on our hand, or that smoke detector starts chirping, we throw our batteries away and then we have to buy new ones. But we can actually recharge them over and over again, and doing it with a device by Popular Mechanics. And as you pointed out, Popular Mechanics has been an authority on the way the world works for well over 100 years. And they bring us something that's very useful. Built-in tester on the inside. So the second you notice the batteries are starting to go down, you put it in here. The first slot is your tester. It's going to illuminate and let you know the power. So this one's very low. We know we need to charge this back up. And it goes inside of here. It'll take a few hours. The rule of thumb is to plug it in overnight, and you could do all of the different size batteries, test them all up, and when they're done, you're not throwing them out, you're using them over and over again. But there's two parts to what you're getting here, and the other part are these converters. So all you do with the converters is put a AA battery on the inside, close it up. Now what you've done is converted that AA battery into a D cell or a C cell battery, depending upon which one you use, which means when that candle goes down or that flashlight isn't working, now you're able to use them like they were D or C cell batteries, which is super cool.
Yeah, what it does is it just takes out the reliance of having a particular size of battery at your disposal. And I don't know what the prices are in everyone's backyard, but a 4-pack of batteries can set you back by more than $10 nowadays. And everything in our home is battery operated. So it used to be you would get whatever life you'd get, and then you would have to turn around and toss these away, which, by the way, is not exactly the best thing for the environment either. So by recharging these batteries, you're saving money, and you've got a ready supply of batteries ready to go. So I don't wait until the batteries on the remote control are dead. If I notice that it starts to fail, they go straight into the battery charger, which, by the way, this was brought to us last summer. And I've had mine since then. I've got to tell you, I have probably used this, Kylie, 20 to 30 times in a year's span. I have not bought batteries in that entire length of time. I haven't needed to.
I know. It's amazing for that, Dan, because we all have batteries. It's the kids' choice, it's the remotes, it's the smoke detectors, all the things. And the second you notice those batteries are starting to deplete, that's the perfect time for you to go ahead and recharge them. You don't want to wait till they're completely dead. And what you'll be able to do is get multiple lifetimes out of the batteries, which is great. When you put them inside, you're going to notice that they will turn solid green when they're done charging, and they flash when they are still charging. So when they're solid green, they're ready to go. So you just recharge them over and over. So we have 3 batteries, 2 D cells, 1 AAA. They're all charging up. But should you put a battery inside of this, I'll show you what happens, that is completely dead, nothing will happen. When you go in that first testing spot, it's not going to light up. That tells you that it's time to get rid of that battery. So something super useful by a company that we've known and trusted for well over 100 years.
Yeah, and there's circuitry built into this as well that you don't have to babysit your batteries. You can just plug them in there. Once they're charged, it turns itself off. You're good. It's a great piece of equipment. Kylie, Pat and I always invite you into our home with open arms. Love having you on the Sunday program. Keep bringing us cool stuff like this, okay?
Thanks, Dan. Good to see you. Say hi to Pat.
Bye-bye. Pat, what do you have coming up?
I have something I'm super excited about. Dan and I love Bethlehem lights.